Aquarius, my darling, I am about to shuffle, but I got some words that came to me before I started, and that was time to heal. Take some time off, 2 weeks off. Okay, this is a very specific reading, and I'm going to link it to your last reading that I put out that was titled abuse, financial abuse. Okay, so if you did take my advice from the last reading, or that's now playing out in your reality, I'm not sure if it is, but I just want to put a disclaimer in. If you are going through a breakup or some difficulty in relationships, or work, or around finances, then you are being guided to take time to heal. Maybe take 2 weeks off from work, take time out. Yeah, it's really, really important. Once again, I am a reader. This is a general reading. This is a disclaimer that I am not your personal life coach. I am not working with you personally. I do not know you personally. Therefore, anything I say, you can take it with a pinch of salt, throw it out. I don't need you coming to me in the future blaming me for your life decisions. I am prophetic. I am incredibly gifted and proud of what I do, but I am not taking on the burdens and the responsibilities for your choices and your actions, for this is your life. Yeah, let's go. Straight away, I want to say I hope you're doing okay after the last reading that I spoke about financial abuse, because I understand that was a really difficult energy to work through, and whether or not they were going to dump you or you were going to dump them, either way, it was an intensive situation to be in. And as a result now, I feel like we're carrying on from that reading, specifically because time to heal has come out, and now I've just shuffled. First card coming out at the center of all of this is financial and material changes. Yeah, not only that, but moving on. Yeah, this is confirmation that the last reading is linked in, and I'm connecting with someone here who is breaking away from a relationship. This also could be related to LinkedIn, something online, something about professionalism, having a LinkedIn account, stuff like that. Okay, either way, you have to stand your ground and keep moving forward. There are things to celebrate. This is a celebration. Okay, you may not feel like it's a celebration right now, because you're doing something that is difficult and you've had to sacrifice a part of your life that you didn't want to. I feel like there's been a lot of planning, and you've had to be really, really patient for all of this to pay off and work out in your favor. Okay, when I talk about payoff, I'm definitely not talking about money at this time. I'm talking about energetically, emotionally, spiritually pay off. Okay, the main thing that's coming out to me is there's conversations that have to be had about money. These conversations were incredibly emotional, brought up tears and upset, and they actually challenged you on spirituality. I think for a period of time you lost your spirituality because you were looking for riches, fame, wealth, abundance, recognition. You may have been doing something online, trying to get traction, trying to get a reward or recognition, trying to get, I want to say, I'm getting shown like funding, but like, what is that? Like, I'm seeing a podium in my head, and I'm seeing you wanted to get announced for something, like some kind of funding, some kind of reward and recognition, something for something that you're building or creating. I want to say it's like a business related scholarship, apprenticeship, like something like that. Okay, you wanted recognition for it, but at the end of the day, you lost the love of the passion and the passion for it, because you weren't focusing on the spiritual self. You were focusing on the fame and the recognition and the materialism of it, which is never the way in which you want to go with these things. Yeah, if you can hear my cat crying in the background, I do apologize. She hates being away from me, and I'm busy, so yeah. At the end of the day, there's all of these emotions. Oh my goodness. Okay, the celebration that I said was coming for you is actually you crying. So if you're heartbroken and you're sad and you're in a really shitty space at this time, I'm telling you right now, and you're crying your eyes out, those, although they don't feel like it now, they're tears of joy. A year from now, 6 months from now, 12 weeks, 6 months, and a year from now, in that order, you will have epiphany, awakening moments where you know that these tears you're having now are actually tears of joy, because you've sacrificed someone who appeared to be a goddess but wasn't, appeared to be a god but wasn't, right? Like, we've got goddess energy. It's like someone pretending to be something that they're not even pretending. That everyone believes that they are who they are, or they're trying to manifest a specific life or career or whatever. Either way, if it don't work, they've got to go back to the drawing board. We're never going to deny anyone of who they claim to be, because if you are not, belief is enough for you to believe in yourself and become that. I'm a prime example of that. I've come from reading tarot. I'm now in the corporate lane. I'm going to be a tech fucking whiz. I'm building fucking Web3 blockchains. I mean, who would have ever thought it? Not I, said Louisa Mandela Allen, not I. So you believe in yourself enough, and you trust in God, and you follow the spiritual body, and you don't follow money, you will get to the destiny and the life path that you're meant to. And I think you're waking up to that now, because whatever's gone on, the devil was on your back, boy. I think you are making wishes and dreams and manifesting in a very dark space. Like, you're manifesting where you can't even see, and you're working really, really hard. To be honest, I want to say on the cotton field. That really hurts my heart to say that, and I'm really, really sorry if you're offended by that, but it's just because I've been looking into slavery quite a bit recently and doing some work. Regardless of your black or white, listen to this, right? Or any race, regardless of your ethnicity, the point of the matter is we're looking at a situation where you were on the cotton field for a long period of time picking cotton, spending hours and hours doing so, and the masters just come along and taken all the cotton and gone. And that's it. Do you get what I mean? Like, there is no reward in staying on the field picking cotton. You're not going to be rewarded. The cotton isn't for you. You're not going to get any money. You're not going to get to come into the house. You're not going to get to do anything other than wake up the next day and pick more cotton. That's a really fucked up ideology to take, especially if you are black, and especially if this is related to another person that is white and not black, and they're your manager or your boss or the person that you are looking to fund you or support you on some kind of venture, because then it does also suggest that systematic racism is still a thing and ingrained and rooted into somewhat of your karma and the life journey that you've just been on to get here, and wake up and realize that the white man is not the beacon of all things. Yeah, no offense to say that to anyone who isn't white, because I am also mixed. I am white and black as well, potentially Asian. I haven't had a DNA test. I am convinced that my dad was also partially mixed, so bear with me as I get the DNA, which I've been saying in some readings lately as I talk about Asians, whites and blacks. I'm like, I think I also contain Asian. Bear with me. Bear with me for the confirmation. But also on that note, right, let me ground it back out of the ethnicity and the race row for a minute and go, at the end of the day, you've been putting your time and effort and what you believed was your legacy into something else that wasn't your legacy, because whoever it was could walk away with your legacy in any given moment. Yeah, you're working for someone else. You're not working for yourself. Yeah, I mean, Issa Rae, yeah, one of the greatest quotes she has said, and I do have some problems with stuff she's done lately, but the quote that she said that's quite famous on social media is, entrepreneur means I did that shit by myself. Yeah, and I really, really resonate with that statement, because I've been an entrepreneur for years and years now. I started my first kind of business when I was painting and doing nails for people in like school days. I started off doing nails as a little nail tech, and I used to go to Chris and Sons in Palmer's Green and buy the acrylic and stuff in like year 10, and me and my best friend wanted to start our own nail company, and we was convinced from like year 7 that we were going to start our own nail company and nail shop in Palmer's Green, and we used to go to Chris and Sons and buy all the resources, acting like we're going to start the dopest business ever. And then that developed for me in my 20s, then doing nails. That then developed into me doing making cakes also, and then having a cake business for a while, and then that developed me into doing tarot. And then now, years and years later, I'm now doing some shit that I can't even comprehend. I don't even want to talk about it because it's creepy to me. Like, what the hell, who am I, you know? And that's what life should be, though. That's the point I want to leave you with today, Aquarius, is life is meant to be really scary and overwhelming, and you're meant to dive in and throw yourself into places where you don't feel like you belong. And the main quote that stays with me all the time, and it's an emotional one, because I still haven't really achieved it to the degree at which I wanted, and every time I've tried to achieve this, it's just fallen short, and it pisses me off, I guess. But it's the quote that really I've had on my wall for years now is you want to be, I mean, if you are the smartest one in your boardroom, you're in the wrong room. Yeah? You want to be the dumbest one in the room is my point. And I get so upset and so heartbroken and so weighed down when I am not the dumbest one in the room. I hate being smart sometimes. I hate being the one with the answers. I'm the guru, I'm the psychic, I'm the one that spends years in hibernation reading books and studying stuff. And everyone thinks, oh, it's so great, it's smart, let's ask the hermatologist, let's ask Louise. But for me, it's an L. I take an L every day. I take an L every day that I choose to be the smartest one in the environment, because I wish I wasn't. I wish everyone else was way smarter than me so I could sit there and learn, because I like to learn. And that's the feedback I can give you today without me getting pissed off and upset in my own personal life as I share this with you, because it is really annoying. So annoying to be smart when you just want to be the dumb one. So wherever you fall within that leverage and you feel like, oh, I'm always the dumb one in the room, well then lucky fucking you, because you've got a range of people here with knowledge, wisdom and expertise, and every time they open their mouth you fucking sit there and you shut up and you listen and you take note. And you start understanding how to really value people that are smarter than you. Because all I do is beg to be around people that are smarter than me. Because I will just follow them around all day and say, please, let me just be your shadow. I swear I won't even talk to you. I won't bother you. I won't do nothing. Please, just let me just be around you because you're smart. And I benefit from being around smart people because I can take note and I can listen, I can learn, and I can develop and grow. That's what you want to aspire to be. There's so many people on the spiritual journey, whether you're a spiritualist, whether you're an entrepreneur, however you want to take it, that they can't stand to be around other people that are smarter than them because it makes them feel like they're not smart enough, or they've got to work harder, or the smarter person's going to get more credence or make recognition than them. It's such a shitty ideology to have. It's so pointless. That's like all of you being on the cotton field competing against each other. I'm going to pick more cotton than you today. You think the master cares? Do you think the master gives a fuck about who picked the most cotton? Do you think he's looking to see which one of you has picked the most cotton? And because whoever picks the most cotton is going to come and have dinner tonight? No, he don't care. He does not care. So that's the issue as well. It should never be a competition. You want to aim for the most high and you want to work with people that are smart and intellectual and switched on. Yeah? Be the dumbest one in the boardroom. Yeah, my issue is I'm out here building directors and companies and committees and boards and all that shit like that, and it pisses me off because all I want is everyone to be smarter than me. And then when I'm still the smartest one in the room, I'm like, fuck this, why am I here? I hate it. I want to be the dumbest one in the environment all the time, because that way I can assure everything else that is going on above me is of the highest possible caliber it can be. But I do remember the days when I was in the other energy where I wouldn't dare approach anyone smarter than me, because then it would make me feel like I was invalid. And when they say something that knocks my confidence down, knocks my business plan down, then I'm going to not have the confidence, or I'm going to feel shitty. But you have to feel shitty to level up in business and to get the financial wealth that you want and to ascend spiritually. And if this isn't business related, this is spiritually related as well. Because also what's incredibly annoying in the spiritual community is spiritualists fight against each other. How many years have you been on the journey? Oh, you've been on the journey 6. Oh, I've been on the journey 10. I don't care if you've been on the journey 20 years and they've been on the journey too. Let's look at your aura, let's look at your energy, let's look at your wisdom, and let's look. We don't need a fucking portfolio or a proof of spirituality, a proof of work. No one needs that. It's about your integrity and your morals. And some people have been on a spiritual journey for a short period of time, consciously, but unconsciously they could have been on the journey all their life. You don't know what people go through and how they process information internally. So the years that you've been on the journey ain't shit. The years that you've been on an entrepreneurial or a spiritual journey ain't shit. It's about you independently and how you choose to perceive and perceive others and release energies that are not meant for you, which you're now doing because you're releasing whatever vibration this was that was weighing you down, related to materialism or a relationship that wasn't working. Yeah? But I'm going to keep screaming that quote now because it's in my head, and I'm going to take a break after that and get pissed off at everything that's gone wrong in my life because clearly I'm in a bad mood now. But it's like, you want to be the dumbest one in the room. That is the most important thing I could tell anyone in this game. Spirituality or entrepreneurship. Be the dumb one, please. Because if you're the dumb one, then all you do is sit there and you take notes. Okay, guys, why have I got such an attitude problem today? My God. Aquarius, hit the likes to improve my attitude, please. If you think my attitude stinks, please hit the like button. Because that will reduce the stink coming through the airways. Right, I love you guys, and I hope that you are good and well. And I just want to bitch about being the smartest one in the room versus being the dumbest one in the room, and understanding it's like, please don't sell yourself short and only associate with people that you feel like are not as smart as you. Don't just employ people and associate with and surround yourself with soul tribe and community that you think are lower than you. Because if you hang around with people that are lower than you, then you get to be the leading buzz in the environment. No, ick. You think God likes that energy. You think that's good karma. You think that's good Brahma. You think that's good life force. You think that's the right flow to have. You think that benefits your chakras. Nah, not in the slightest. You want to always be the dumbest one in the room. Let's not say dumb. Let's find another word. Let's say I don't know. I'm thinking about ethereal energies and just being a vessel. Yeah. You want to be the empty vessel. Yeah. That's the best way to look at it, isn't it? You want to be the empty vessel in the environment. Yeah. When you want your eco to have space. Yeah, your ecosystem. The more that your ecosystem is light and ethereal, a hovercraft, for example, you can move across space-time with a lot more ease. You can engage with others with a lot more ease. I just spoke to Libra intently about them being in between two blocks, two different spaceships, two different spacecrafts, two different groups. One valued at billions, trillions. The other is invaluable. The one with full of coin is weighted down, can't get off the fucking ground. The one that's invaluable has got no one else on board, and it's light and it's ethereal. It can move to the great beyond and back in the blink of an eye. The other one can't even take off and maintain its flight. Now I want to talk about anti-gravity and all of that, but we're not going to go there. I should have left already. And I don't know why these readings have really triggered me today. So I'm going to go and woo-saw for the next 4 hours to wind down and come out of this energy. So if you are feeling triggered and stressed today by anything I've said, because I'm not sure if this isn't me in your energy still or just me irritated by the scenario that I'm seeing here and the frustration of it all, because I get the frustration is there, you know, then I would say do some woo-saws. Take your time to woo-saw through it. Maybe watch a little bit of Bad Boys. Bad boys, what you gonna do? Maybe watch a little bit of that. My favourite is Bad Boys 2, so I would suggest that for you as well, because it's got the Woosaw clip in it that I really do like. And then also I would go over to my YouTube, which is called Her Members Only, where there are loads of free playlists of different music and vibrations. Even over here on the Hermatologist playlist, we have Her Frequencies, which are some really nice high vibrational songs from like a range of different artists that just have some amazing music that just aligns to the soul and just offers some really nice healing in the now moment. So if you've got work to do, projects to do around the house and stuff, or you're at the office, then just play that music and try and find some solace in that, okay? Now, I hope I haven't triggered you today and irritated you, because this energy's definitely irritated me, and I've been openly honest enough to express and share that with you, okay? So just take some time to heal. And take 2 weeks off. So you're going to take 2 weeks off, right? So during that period of time, watch Bad Boys. And then during that period of time, go and check out my content on Her Members Only, the playlist with all the healing music. And then also her high frequencies over here as well, which will help, yeah? Really just take time for yourself. And that means doing no work. Don't just do a little bit of work. Don't say, I'm going to take time off and then you're back to work 2 days later. No, stop. Pull away. Because the only way that you can improve this energy and get the right people on board as well, because if you are creating a committee or a board or trying to get a team together, whoever you've got hanging around you right now is clearly not working. It's clearly not right. You need to pull yourself away from whatever ideologies you've surrounded yourself with, and get away from it. So you have time to clear your mind and see better. That way you will know what to do. You need a bird's eye view. You can't be in the middle of the ecosystem and expect to have a bird's eye view. You need to step all the way out to the chrono. Even out of the chrono. No one even knows what exists out of the chrono, but that's where you got to go. That's because the moment you leave and get all the way out to the chrono, that's when you actually start to take flight. Gravity doesn't exist out there. That's when you move up across outside of the ecosystem and you're just looking at the situation from a really out there perspective, and that's when you know what to do. And that's where in your heart and soul you know that you need people around you that are way smarter than you. And then it takes you years and years and years, like it has taken me, to actually get these people that are smarter than you to actually fucking give you a minute. Which sucks as well, because now I'm in a bad mood thinking about it. So I'm not going to relive it with you. I'm going to go and bang my head against a brick wall on my own without you there, okay? Thank you. Bye.